Rich people don't budget like us. Like, seriously, they don't. It's not because they're smarter or better with money. It's because they play by a different set of rules. And today we're breaking down those rules, how they actually budget, if at all, and how we can take the best parts of their strategy without needing a trust fund or a yacht. Although I would love a yacht. Anyway, hi, I'm Eva. Yeah, I'm in debt, no retirement, no savings, blah, 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 blah. No business giving financial advice, but hey, here we are. So if you're ready to stop being shamed and ready to tackle debt alongside somebody who's there right now with no judgment, no extreme advice, just real practical money strategies, then please hit subscribe and like and sign up for the free newsletter. But, as always, before we start, I am not a financial advisor. Any advice you get, any financial advice, you know what? No. Any advice you get off the internet, you need to research because there's a lot of like crazy advice out there. And, you know, we're smart. We'll do our research. All right. So let's go. Okay. Budgeting versus money management. Most budgets are about survival. Like, how can I stretch $300 until next Friday? How do I pay, or do I pay groceries or do I pay for medicine? How long can I avoid my landlord? All right. And look, I say that with no shame, no judgment. We've all had one or maybe even all of those things happen to us. So trust me, I've been there. Rich people don't budget. They manage their money. They create systems. They think about how to automate. They think in terms of cash flow and assets and opportunity costs. They're not tracking every coffee. They're thinking, how can I make money work for me without me having to watch it like a hawk? Or they're at the coffee shop thinking, hey, isn't this a publicly traded company? I wonder what the stock price is. How rich people think about money, they have a different mindset. Poor, lower middle class, working class, like we're all taught, and women especially, we're all taught to cut back. Like that's it, cut back. Rich people are taught to build up. They ask, what can I invest in? Not what can I cut? They never say, I can't afford this. They ask, how can I afford this without ruining my future? Right? You see the difference? They focus on income expansion, asset building, delegation, and tax strategies. You know, while we're at like Walmart or Aldi's feeling guilty because we've just bought strawberries out of season. Rich people budget differently or manage their money differently. Here's what they actually do. They automate everything, savings, investments, bills. It's all done automatically. It's not a daily decision. It's just done. We've talked about it before. Decision fatigue is real and it's exhausting. They pay for results, not effort. If having a cleaning person every other week, that's giving them 3 to 4 hours of time to work on their business or some pleasurable hobby, that's a win. That's like a really big win. Number 3, they have a money team, a CPA, financial planner, wealth advisor. They know they know how to manage their money to make it work. They don't just DIY everything. Like they have the experts there. They focus on net worth, not just income. Big salaries are completely meaningless if you spend it all. Rich people track their assets minus their liabilities because they know that's like the real scoreboard. Like seriously, that is. Number 5, they budget based on values and goals, not shame. Their budget says, we're saving for a trip to Italy and maxing out our Roth IRA. It does not say, no fun allowed until we're debt free. All right, so how can we borrow these strategies to work for us? Just because we're not rich yet doesn't mean we can't think like we are. And here's what we can do. Number 1, automate everything, our savings, even if it's just $5 a week. Look, get into the habit, the practice of doing it. And remember, it's not about perfection, all right? Number 2, track your net worth, not just your income or your debt. Like, start looking at the big picture. And there are like tons of free apps and spreadsheets you can do it on. It's, your assets minus your liabilities equals your net worth. Simple. It's a simple formula. It does not change. Number 3, think of every dollar as like your little employee. Put your money to work. Even those broke dollars can go hustle if you give them direction. Number 4, ask better questions. Instead of, what do I need to cut? Try, what do I need to build to get where I want to go? Right? Isn't that a much better question? It's like more positive and uplifting, not like, how can I deprive myself some more this week? Number 5, which I think is the most important one, stop shaming yourself into budgeting. Build a budget that reflects your real life. That means joy, treats, and progress, not just punishment. All right? You like your pedicures? Budget it. Budget that once a month pedicure where you go and you sit in that chair and for like a half hour, oh my God, like nobody's bothering you. Like I shut my phone off and I just sit there, close my eyes and just enjoy. It's great. Rich people don't budget like us, but we don't have to budget like we're broke either, even when we are. You can take what works. Please leave the guilt and shame out of it and build a money system that's actually built for growth. Look, we don't need a 6-figure income to start thinking this way. We just need to decide that we're worth it, Like, we just have to stop surviving and start building. All right. So I hope you learned from this. I know when I wrote it, I did. And look, we can do this. All right. I'm there with you. I'm literally in the trenches with you. So that is it. And thank you so much for staying to the end if you did. All right. I appreciate you. And I will see you in the next one.